everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Jameis Winston's Buccaneers going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a good effort. On the return there, gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. First carry now for Doug Martin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
That one good for 12 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now a second down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long for Winston. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Martin. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Doug Martin unable to fight for the first down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third down, Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. That'll bring up second down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On second down, Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
On third down, Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Set to take over as Tampa Bay's offense. This is a Tampa Bay team, Charles, that in 2017, really, a lot of people's darlings coming into the year, and then they wound up being the only team in the NFC South not to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and part of it, only 27th in the league in rushing. And they thought they had a #1 running back in Doug Martin, who did not have a big year again in 2017. And last in the league in overall defense. So when you put that combo together, makes it hard to win the games you need to win, especially in a tough division like the NFC South.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Running for it, here's Martin. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 14 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd down, Martin. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man.
And Winston lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They start the drive with Martin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
2nd down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's the first connection, the #1 overall pick in 2015, finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back to the ground, Martin. And he is knocked down from the side, near the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Well, now they'll try the end around. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Wilson going to give to Rolls. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw is Winston. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Bucs on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, on that incompletion, Charles, want to take a sidestep, get your keys to the game for the Super Bowl coming up. And by the way, the Madden simulator, they do that every year. Madden simulated that it would be a 24-20 Patriots victory for whatever that's worth.
Oh, that's pretty good stuff right there. Well, for the Eagles to pull the upset in Madden simulator, I think Nick Foles, their quarterback, has to continue his rhythmic play. Easy passes, right? Just like the basketball player he was in the past, where he's not thinking and the ball's just out of his hands into the wide receivers. On defense, those defensive tackles, Fletcher Cox and Tim Jernigan, they've got to continue to be disruptive. Malcolm Jenkins will be all over the places in the secondary, and they've got to tackle and not give up big plays. For New England, they got to take away the tight end, Zach Ertz. He's a big key to Philadelphia's success, and of course, protect Tom Brady long enough for him to find his second and third targets throughout the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Steps away to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Complete. Richardson has it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Jameis now on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Evans has it left side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Graham. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He finds his man, Baldwin. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Play clock winding down. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Well, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They set up the screen to Martin, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. On play action, Winston. He sets to fire deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Counterplay, Rawls. Finding room to the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 6 yards still to go here on set. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Heads up, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window. Yeah. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, 74 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Wilson to give to Rawls. Room here to run. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but